What are you doing? You look like you're in a good mood. You look like you're in a good mood. Can't smell me. Okay, so I wanted to teach him about steering. So what we're going to do is we're going to teach him about the emergency stop position, then the direct rein position, and then the indirect rein position. So I actually did that with another horse today. And then we can use these, if we get that far, to actually do like kind of a steering exercise. I've been outside all day so far. I'm like trying to catch up on my chew. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'll show it to you, and then I'll have you do it. Come on, buddy. Good boy, you're okay. You're so suspicious. You're okay. You're okay. I'm not going to do anything bad to you, I promise. So I'm going to ask him. Yeah, hi. Hi. You're okay. You're allowed to look at me. So I'm going to ask him to, by my request, not by his doing it on his own, to bring his head around to touch his elbow. And if he moves his feet, I'm going to just move with him. When he stops moving his feet, I'm going to release him. That's going to be the beginning of your emergency stop, if you ever needed him to stop in an emergency. So I'm going to ask him nicely to just bring his head over to his, so if he moves his feet, I'm just going to stay with him until he stops moving his feet. Good. What a good guy. That's it. Isn't that weird? That was all you had to do. The idea is that you have to stand in the saddle position, but you're going to stand just behind, like your hip's going to be just behind the girth. Good guy. So that way he can actually come to his elbow. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Oh, this side's not as easy, huh? This side's not as easy. Okay. I got you. I got you. I got you. Because I'm touching with the rope. Huh? Okay. I'm just going to stay here with you for a second. You're okay. You're okay. Here, I'll take the rope away. Will that help you? Was it the rope? No. So when he stops moving, is all I'm going to ask him to do is just stop moving. You're okay. Oh, we're almost there. We're almost there. Whew. I'm dizzy too. Yeah, I'm dizzy too. But you're okay. You're okay. You don't have to be so worried. You are okay. Yeah. You are okay. There you go. That's right. You don't have to move your feet. You don't have to move your feet. You don't have to move your feet. You're right. You're right. You don't have to move your feet. You're right. There. I know. I know, that was terrible. That was terrible. You're a good boy. You really are. Very good. You want to try hard, huh? No, don't move your feet. It's okay. It's okay. Don't move your feet. The important part is you keeping position. Because if you get out of position and then you block his opportunity to bring his nose to his elbow, then he can't be successful. I can do this side again too if you want. But can we do one more on the other side? We do one more on the other side, and then we'll change sides. How's that? That's a good guy. That's a good guy. That was it. That was it. Now you're tense right up, boy. You're okay. Yeah. You are fine. You are absolutely fine. Now, it worked out okay the last time. Yeah, you're figuring it out. You don't have it yet. You're figuring it out. I'm not going to go on the other side yet. I have to still do this side. But thank you for asking. Okay. That was it. You need to lick and chew on that one? I'm not going to go on that side yet. Not yet. I'm going to do 2 more. Real easy without moving your feet, okay? Ready? There's 1 more. Yeah, I'm just going to stay here so you don't have to keep asking me to go to the other side. Ready? And another one. Oh, darn it. Oh, darn it. You almost had it. Give me your head a little bit more. Yep, there you go. So unfortunately, on my 3s, he got 2 good. 3rd one he didn't do well. So now I have to do 3 more on that side because it's not solid. Very guarded on this side of his body. Suspicious, I should say. Nope, has nothing to do with moving your feet. Nothing to do with moving your feet. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold the line like this, as if it's the reins. You're going to run your hand down this line, and you're going to ask with a steady pressure but not a pull. Steady feel on the line. You're going to keep taking as you're asking his head to come around, so you keep that steady pressure until he's there, and then you're going to give back. I don't care that he move now. I just don't want him moving when I do it. This is going to be what's going to save your life one day if something ever scares him. Darn it. Darn it. You moved your feet. Yeah, but you're getting it. You're getting it. We'll do 2 more real quick. Yeah. Put your head straight so it's obvious you knew what I wanted. Yeah. There you go. Okay. You want to breathe out a little bit on that one? Huh? He's interesting. He has such incredible innocence of a young horse. Like, he just wants really badly to do something good. And yet, he's very protective of himself and then has figured out how to be kind of tough. But I don't think he wants to do that. I don't think he wants to be tough. I think he just doesn't know how to protect himself without going that direction. There. Oh, that's a good guy. Yeah. I know my phone's beeping. You're okay. Yeah. The other thing I noticed is that in this case, he doesn't connect. And then finally connects. Good. But then he stares kind of straight ahead like a little kid sitting on a doctor's table waiting to get a shot. Just give me a shot. Just give me a shot. See how there's no connection. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do everything from the ground first.
Wouldn't that be more turn left or turn right?
I always do an emergency stop to the left, always, because when you're but you work both sides so they understand it. But if you're in a situation where it's like do or die and you got to get off the horse and you're just able to at least slow him down, do you want to think about which way you're turning him, or do you want to just get off the way it's natural to get off? You know what I'm saying? Like if you naturally always swing your right leg off the horse, I don't want to be thinking about, oh wait, I'm bending him to the right, so now I got to swing my left leg off. I just want it to be as smooth as like from gas to brake. I just want it to be as natural as possible. So if I'll teach it on both sides, but the rider, I always do emergency dismount on the left side of the horse. Hi there. Well, hello. I like you too. Thank you. Probably just washed that, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. I smell like Toby, Spade. Okay. So I'm gonna have you do that. This side is easier for him. He has an understanding somewhat of this side. It's okay. It's okay. You're okay. My pants are falling down. You're okay. You're okay. So it's just a gentle guide to the elbow. Good. Release. Good. Now imagine that you're on him. So you want your hip, you want to be square, straight and forward. Standing forward, yep. Good. Yep. And you're asking him to come to his elbow. So you can bring that line to his elbow. Good. Good. So now the other side, he's not quite as confident about it. So the other side, he may move around a little bit with you, and you're just going to do your best to stay standing in that position of sideways beside him, like you're sitting in the saddle. Nope, turn sideways. There you go. Stay with him if he moves. Stay with him if he moves. His feet have to be completely still. And you have to make sure that you're out of the way so he can get his head around to, so you want to stand just behind where the girth would go. Yep. So now that he moved, you just want him to stay, there you go, good. Good. Good job. Okay. So that's the beginning of your emergency stop. I'm going to show him actually how we would use it. It may take him a second to figure out how to move with me. Okay. Good. So I'm going to ask him to go forward. Good. Yep, you're right. And then I'm going to ask him to stop. Good. You're okay. So my hand going forward is telling him I want him to walk forward, and my kiss is telling him what to do with his feet. Good. I'm just going to walk with him like I'm riding him. Good. So his hesitation is not disobedience, it's confusion. He doesn't know what I want him to do. And him swinging away from me is now a little bit of lack of confidence, so a little fear. Good. 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 And then I'm going to ask him to yield to that elbow and stop moving his feet. Good. That's it. That's it. I know, it seems so weird, right? You got this. I might give him a little support on the pole. Good. His not moving has nothing to do with not wanting to. He just doesn't understand. Good. 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 You're okay. You got this. Yeah. Yeah. It'll be easy to stop if I can't get you to go, huh? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's right. Yep, you're right. You're okay. Good. Good. So the trick is here is when he's walking, I leave him alone. I stop tapping, I stop kissing, and I just go with him. promise. You're okay. There you go, there you go, there you go. You're okay, don't get mad. Good, yes, yes, yes. There you go, there you go. You got it. That's it. Keep going. There you go. Yeah, see? Good. And then we're going to go ahead and ask you to stop. Like, you just got me going, now you're going to ask me to stop. Good. I gave him a break on that only because it took him so long to figure out the go. So, for me, I like to teach them because I expect them to learn it, not just perform for me. So, like, he has no understanding of being to go with somebody in the saddle position. That's why you were having a hard time with that. Like, he didn't understand that. So, can't expect him to do something he doesn't understand. Therefore, we're going to break it down for him. He's not trying to be bad at all. Good, there you go. That's a good guy. Yeah. Not yet, not yet. Thank you for asking. Not yet. Good guy. Yep. All these hesitations are just questions. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. You're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. There you go. It's that simple. It's really that simple, bud. Yeah. 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 You got it. There you go. There you go. You got it. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm going to ask you to stop. To your shoulder. To your elbow. Yeah. You did good. You're okay. We're going to have you so understanding everything so that it's not so confusing. Okay? So scary. You want to be scary? No. Okay. So I'm going to have... you do... We're going to try to ask him to walk with you. Because see, now he's understanding it. You're okay. You're okay. Good. Good. You're okay. There you go. Good. There you go. That's it. That's all we're doing. Yeah. You got this. Okay, I need a shorter line. I'm sorry. Yes. Good. Now, I could have, when I started asking him, I could have started hitting him. I could have started really pushing on him. But I'd rather believe that now he understands me. And then I'm going to ask you to stop to your elbow. What a good guy. That's a good guy. Yeah. Yeah, good guy. Yeah. You're a good guy. You mean well. I know. Okay. I'm going to have, you okay to put your arm up over him? Okay. So you're going to hold, you can do the same thing. You can hold it like a rein if you want, you know. Yeah, you're a good boy. And then you're going to lead him forward. Your hand's going to tell him to go forward. Obviously, you don't do that when you ride, but in this case, it's just to help him right now. And then you're going to just give him one kiss to tell him to go, so he knows what to do with his feet. And then together, you're just going to kind of walk. You're not going to try to steer him yet because we haven't done that yet. Good. Good. And then you try to stay back there. Yep. And then you can lower your hand unless he stops. Good. Good. So this is the beginning of the installation of an emergency stop. It's helping him know that when you're in motion, if I pull my rein to your elbow, you stop moving your feet. Okay, so Why don't you do one more of those, and then I'm going to teach him the direct rein. You're right, buddy. Good boy. Good job. And you can lower your hand just so so he knows he's doing it right. Good. Yep, stay back in the saddle position. Good. Good. Okay. Now I'm going to teach him the direct rein. Oops, he's on that cone. Come here, buddy. Come here. You're okay. Good. I'm going to teach him the direct rein. Now, the direct rein is basically steering his front feet. The indirect rein steers his hind feet. Oh, my goodness gracious. What are we going to do about you with these ropes, huh? You're very scared of the ropes. Okay, so indirect rein or direct rein, I always start with still bringing him to his elbow, which means don't move your feet. And now I'm going to pull it off the side like as if I was steering, and I'm going to ask him to cross his front feet over towards me. So here's the direct rein. Good. That's it. That's it. It's not that hard. This is your steering. I'm installing your steering system. You're okay. You're okay. Just because he might have gone in the past where you pointed him at doesn't mean that he understood it. So this, I'm going to say, I don't want you to move your feet. Good job. And now I'm going to take it off his body and tell him to do something with his front feet. Now he did a little with his back feet too, so I'm going to go ahead and say, just your front feet. Just your front feet. So now I'm going to wait on him until I get just the front feet. Just the front feet. So you're just kind of just walking, aren't you? So let's step this way. There you go. There, that's it. That's it. So again, to your elbow means nothing. Good job. And then just your front feet. Nope, just your front feet. Just your front feet. A little better. How about there? Okay, now. To your elbow and don't move your feet. And now just your front feet. Excellent. It's okay. I'm done, so if he wants to move out of lack of confidence, that's fine. He did what I needed him to do. So, just your elbow, don't move your feet. Move your front feet. Nope. Yes. So I'm actually looking for the foot closest to me, either a foot crossover in my direction or the foot closest to me to straddle out towards me. Like that. You're a good man. You're a good guy. Okay, so again, to his elbow, and then towards me with his front feet. So this one is there. Yes, I know, so confusing. That's good, thank you. I wanted to come on this side. Okay, to your elbow, doesn't mean anything. Good. Front feet. Front feet. I know, right? Front feet. I'm not going to kiss or anything because I don't want him to walk. Only time I kiss is if I want him to move forward. So that doesn't count, that doesn't count, that doesn't count, that doesn't count. Think it's okay. You can think it through. Nope, that doesn't count, that doesn't count. So that front foot towards me and we'll be good. Yep. I know, so confusing, huh? You're okay. You're okay. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay, I'm good with that.
So you're just waiting for that front foot closest to you.
Yeah, or he can take a really nice big step across himself, but I'm waiting for this front foot to take a step towards me, so to straddle out towards me. So that means don't move your feet. This means move your front feet. There. Oh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'm sorry. You didn't mean it. No, I didn't mean to scare you. I should have gotten my feet out of your way. I was asking you to do that. You're okay. I didn't. He's overachieving that time. It's okay. It's okay. He didn't mean it. Okay, ready? Yeah. See, you learned that, right? You couldn't do that before, huh? And now take that big step this way. Excellent. Okay. That's all we were looking for. See how protected he keeps wanting to make sure he puts me back in front of it. He also preferred that I was on that side of him. That's why he keeps his head a little bit that way. So if I was to walk towards him, it would push me onto that side. Okay. Don't move your feet. Yep. And move that front foot. Yes. You're right. You're right. Follow that thought. Yep. Nope. 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 Follow that thought. What was that thought? Yep. You're thinking it again. Nope. There. Okay. So now everything that I'm doing is absolute like slow motion. There's no rush. There's no like hurry up and get it done. Let him kind of figure it out because he's smart. Like now he understands. Bend that way. Don't move my feet. He didn't understand that when we started. So that's how smart he is. He didn't understand. Go with me standing in the saddle position. He understands that now. But if I were to just get in there and be like, come on, do it, he would have a hard time learning because he's busy being worried. Yeah, you're a good guy. You're okay. You're allowed to come near me. And you really second-guessed yourself on that one, didn't you? Yeah, you're allowed to come here. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Okay, so I'm going to have you do the direct rein.
Now when you had him to move it, oh, if you're doing
You're okay, you're okay.
that didn't come out. You're kind of directing it.
Yeah, so I go with him bent around. So I have him bent like this. So I have his nose to his elbow. He's right here. Then I'm going to take it off of his body, just kind of straight off, like straight across me. And then I have to stay in the right position. So I'm still behind the meaty part of that shoulder. I'm in the girth spot. Because when he goes to step over, he's going to step in, as you saw, he's going to step in your space. So you want to make sure you're prepared to step out of the way with him. But also make sure that if his hind feet are moving, you keep pivoting too, so that way he knows that that's not the right answer. If the cue stays on and he doesn't get that release, which is once that front foot moves towards you, you're going to lower the line so he knows he got that release. That's his way of knowing he did it right. But if you stay, like if he's doing it wrong, then you don't release because then he can keep looking for an answer. But if you release, he's going to stop looking for the answer. Oh, you're a good guy. Okay. I thought we would need these, but we don't. Yeah. Good. And now you're going to, yep. So stay in that position, like you're in the saddle. Yep. There you go. Stay right there. Don't move. Now, if you're looking for that front foot to move, you have to have it pulled off of you, across the front of you. So have that pointing that front. There you go. Now he can do it. Yep. Just wait. Yep. Almost. Don't get out of position. Staying in the position is the most important part to help him. Good. I'd stop. Good. So, yeah. So when you ask for his feet to move, so when you've made the decision to go from him looking at his elbow to him now being asked to do a direct rein steering, don't ask and then give back and ask again.
Yeah,
Okay. So, because
I realized I did it when you were telling me not to get out of position or whatever it was. I realized
that you had to put your hand back down. Okay. Because once you do that, you've released, and now he doesn't need to look for the right answer anymore. And if we're going to consistently try to teach this, it has to look the same every time.
Right.
Okay. first to, yep, good. Yep, stay, yep, off of you. So, yep, there you go, there. Keep it off of you, keep it where you're trying to steer him, and you stay there, yep, there you go. You stay in that position. Try to stay a little closer to him with your body, there you go. Now, steer. Oh, stay in that position, stay in that position, stay in that position. Imagine you're sitting in the saddle. There you go.
He's moving his front foot. Is not telling him it's good, or?
Nope, not yet. He hasn't done it yet. There's that one was okay.
So I guess maybe I got confused on that, because I thought, like when you were doing it, he was just spinning on that foot.
Yeah, no,
So it's not, even if he moves his foot, he needs
to step towards you. So, like, if he just does that, I don't consider that. He has to either deliberately really step towards you, like, you can watch that whole shoulder almost lift off the ground and come towards you, or he can go like this and straighten out towards you. But if his hind end's just spinning around and he's just kind of pivoting and just only keeping his balance, he's not actually stepping in your direction, then it's not the same. Because what we're doing is we're teaching him a steering rein. So we're steering him that way. But if his hind end's doing all the work and he's just balancing, we can't talk. We want to be able to teach him that we can talk to his front feet or his back feet based on the rein position. But if he's doing the back feet now, when we get to doing the back feet, he's going to be completely confused. So we need to make sure that they're separate. So I'm only looking for a solid step this way with this foot that's closest to you, or a real true crossover in your direction, like a leaning back kind of crossover, not a crossover forward, and not a scuffling thing that's only because he's keeping his balance because his back feet are doing everything. Okay. Ideally, his back feet don't move at all. So first to his elbow, not to move. Yep. Now you don't get out of that position. If he moves, you stay in that position with, yep, you stay, and he's going to do it now. Oh, nope, he didn't. He kind of did there, but it wasn't really enough. Nope. Yeah, that was pretty good. Okay, first the elbow, no movement. Good. Then, yep. That one even, I mean, it's still a little walking, but I don't really want him walking there. I want him to kind of step, kind of leaning backward and coming towards you. So maybe don't put the hand out in front of him as much. Maybe put the hand right there. He's going to do it. Right there. That's what we want. What he just did. Well, I think partially your hand was in more of a leading position, so you're causing him to think he's being led forward. So when you go from bringing him around to the elbow, then you're just going to bring the line across you this way, which is going to cause him to step almost sideways towards you. But what was happening was you did your elbow, and then you put your hand out in front of him. And that's going to teach him that you want him to go forward. And when you're on his back, you would never be able to reach forward. Like if his neck is like this and you bring him to his elbow, you're not going to put your hand like that to tell him to go. You're going to steer off to the side. So it has to look very much like it would look when you're on his back. Yeah, I was looking at that. It didn't seem to be bothering him. I have horses that would be like, no, we need to fix that. Good. Now off your body, not in front of him. Off to your side, off to your side. Get in the position. There, that was good. And even better. Good. So definitely your position is going to matter. So everything has to, good boy, you're okay. Everything has to be able to transfer into the saddle. So it has to look as close to what that would look like to him. Because what we're doing, so like when I said when you were leading forward, you wouldn't bring him around to his elbow sitting on his back. You wouldn't bring him around to his elbow and then reach forward to try to steer him. You'd bring him around to his elbow and then you would come off the side to steer him. You're a good boy. So you want to make sure that it looks as close to what it would look like with you on his back. Otherwise, we're going to refine it later, and then it doesn't make any sense to double teach. Good guy. Okay, give that a try. Good. Yes, there. Perfect. Exactly what we want. That's exactly what we're looking for. Okay. I didn't teach it on the other side, so you're welcome to teach it on the other side. So you know what we're looking for. First, no movement. Your body position matters. And good. It's okay because his front leg was the first active leg, so I'm going to allow that one. But that last step that you got the other way, that was what we're mostly looking for. Nope. Nope. Don't get out of position. There you go. That was it. And that was it too. I know his hind legs are moving a lot, but okay, go ahead, quit. Yep. So you had 3 you could have quit on if you wanted to. So let's try to quit on the first one that's good so he can learn it, because he's still just learning. Otherwise, you're going to make him think of looking for another answer. Yep. Off to the side, not out in front. Yep, there you go, there you go. Now you should be able to get it. Don't get out of position. Don't get out of position. Don't get out of position. And good. Good. And your release was good timing too. Like you quit when you needed to quit. We didn't ask for more than beyond what he did was right. Good. I'm going to try to get 3 good ones like that without a lot of hind end movement. Good. Out to your side, not in front of him. There. Good. One more. So, and then anytime he gets fire in his feet because he gets worried, you're just going to do just to the elbow, and then you're going to release, and you're going to leave him alone. You're not going to try to do anything else if he starts there. Good job. Okay. So now I'm going to teach him the indirect rein, which is going to control his hind feet. Yeah. You're okay. You're okay. I'm not going to do anything bad to you, I swear. So the indirect rein, I always start all of it with coming to the elbow, don't move your feet. So that way they understand that all rein cues don't mean just move your feet. So, oh boy. So I'm going to ask him to come up to his elbow. Once he comes around to his elbow, I'm going to then raise the rein up to his wither, as if I'm sitting in the saddle and I'm pulling it up to my belly button. And that is going to tell him to disengage his hind end. It's going to cause his hind foot on my side to cross over to the other one. Okay. So I'm going to feet first. Good. Oh, wait, nope. Got something changed here. You're okay. Don't move your feet. Good. Now I'm going to go up to the wither, and I'm going to ask him to move his hind end. So I might, just to help him, put my hand on his rib cage here and say, okay, look, I need you to move your hind feet now. So I'm going to hold him in this position with this rein, and I'm going to have this hand is going to be right where my foot would go to disengage his hind end. And I'm just going to wait on him until this foot right here crosses under him. Good boy, you're doing great. Yeah, but because I don't want him to go, because I don't want him to go, I'm not going to kiss. I know, that was a little tougher, wasn't it? That was a little tougher. You got it, though. Yeah, you need a little digestion time for that one, huh? You're all good. Okay. So again, back to his elbow. Good job. Then I'm going to go up to his wither. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't wrestle with me. Hold on. Hold on. So it's back to your elbow. Anytime he seems lost, I just make him go to his elbow and stop. And then I'm going to go ahead and ask for this. I'm up at the wither. And I'm going to ask, put my hand where my foot could reach, as if I was to put my heel back here. Oh, oh, oh. Now I have no choice but to finish it. There. You're okay. It's really nothing to be offended by. I swear. You're okay. You're okay. Good. This is not terrible. So he is a little offended by the extra cue. So first the elbow, don't move your feet. Yeah. Nope. First the elbow, don't move your feet. So if he starts getting lost like he's getting lost, I might just say, that's all. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. So if you ever get into where you feel like he's getting lost, because he got lost, right? He got a little confused. He started getting a little worried. So I would bring it back to just saying, remember, we don't move our feet, okay? To just kind of help unwind whatever is spinning out on him. Because then did you see he tried the front foot. He's like, maybe I'm supposed to do that. So he's confused. I don't want him to feel any confusion. So because of that, I'm going to say, just come to your elbow. And then we're going to be good with that for right now. So he gets offended by the elbow. He gets offended by my support, which is my hand. So I'm going to see if I can just, because I don't want to use my hand, but if I needed to use a leg cue, okay, that's it. I'm going to give him a break, like, so he doesn't feel like he has to be so defensive, because he's getting defensive about it. You're okay. You're okay. This is really not so bad. I promise, it's not so bad. You're allowed to say hi. You are. You are. You're allowed to say hi. You're okay. You're okay. So just to his elbow, don't move your feet. Good job. Just to your elbow, don't move your feet. Good job. Oh, you're okay. You're okay. So see, that's got a little broken. So anytime something gets broken, you got to stop and fix it. I got a little broken there. Start moving his feet again, even though he thoroughly understood it before. Good job. So I don't move past things when they look broken, because then you end up with broken parts that don't work anymore with the parts that